Now let's play devil's advocate and say, you don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, Joe. I don't want to spend my $3, my $4 on a zip it. I don't want to do it myself because I may screw up. So I'm just going to call a plumber out here every single time my sink gets clogged up. You know how much that's going to cost you? Well, first off, a plumbing service tech company, they'll come out here, and the second they step foot in your door, there's going to be a charge. And it could range from $75 to $95, maybe even $105, and that's probably good for the first 15 minutes of their time, and then they'll charge you more on top of that if they find out they had to do something more than just something like this. Maybe they come to unclog this and they find out that they have to run a snake down your wall underneath the sink or something, and say, oh, it's not something here, it's something, you know, down in your sink sewer line. Well then, yeah, they're going to start charging you even more. They're going to charge you so much per half hour, per hour, and it could range a lot more. But let's just say they come out here and run a zip it or something like the zip it down your sink, and they're there for less than 15 minutes. It's going to cost you about $105 probably, or more. It could even cost $125. All because you didn't want to go to the store and get one of these zip-its and do it yourself. Come on. It doesn't take that much ability to run one of these zip-its, okay? I know you can do it. Put your gloves on, skinny it on down there, and do exactly how I showed you. Worst case scenario, you're going to have to go down under here, and you may have to undo your P-trap or the nut back there to get your pop-up valve out of there. I was lucky I didn't have to do that, but see, it's still connected there. And some people, they'll make it so that pop-up valve is not hooked onto the little rod down there. Maybe they set it on top of that. Okay, and then they can just pull it out. So check that, pull yours out. Maybe you can pull it out and then run your zip it down there without that. And if you try to take the top off, make sure you remember some of them are reverse threads and others aren't reverse threads. And if it's on there tight, maybe you're turning it the wrong way and you think it's still turning, it's still turning. Well, maybe that's because you're twisting it right off of the male plastic threads that are on the body of your pop-up valve, let's say. Because most nowadays are plastic. Everything's plastic nowadays. Now this one just happens to be metal. I've never really seen an all metal pop-up valve before, okay? So think about doing a few things yourself and save that money of yours. Yes, last but not least, don't forget to disinfect around your sink, around your countertop, where you've been working. I use Simple Green, of course I use Simple Green, and then I use some other cleaner after that and wipe this all down, okay? Be ready for the next customer.